Thanks for watching the video, Rational Applications. I'm going to show you two examples that are similar to the homework assignment that we have. So the first one, the average production cost per gallon of producing X gallons of gas is modeled by the function if the average production cost is $10 per gallon, how many gallons of gas are being produced? So the average cost is given by this C of X function. And notice that it has a little line above it. That's going to indicate the average cost, whereas just the C of X function is the cost function. So the average production cost is $10 per gallon. So they're telling you what the average production cost is. That's C of X. So to solve this, you're going to take 10 and plug it in for C of X. So your equation is going to be 10 is equal to 2 plus 5,000 over X. So X is the number of gallons of gas. So if they had given you the number of gallons of gas, in that case you would have plugged it in for X and then you would have found the average production cost. But this time it's giving you the average production cost, so you've got to solve for X. Since X is in the denominator, and that is the only denominator, that means we can get rid of it by multiplying both sides of the equation by X. So if we do that, that means we're going to be distributing it on the right-hand side. So 10 times X is 10X is equal to 2 times X is 2X. And then the X's will actually cancel out. So if you want to see the step here, it'll be 5,000 X over X. So the X's cancel. So it ends up being 10X is equal to 2X plus 5,000. And so now we can just solve this. This is a linear equation. So move the X's to the left by subtracting 2X. And we'll get 8X equals 5,000. And then divide by 8. When I do that, I get 625. So I solve for X. So X gallons of gas. So 625 gallons of gas. All right, number 2. For the following, use the cost function where C of X is the cost of producing X items. So the first part is, what is the average cost function for this problem? So the average cost function can be found by taking the cost function and dividing it by X. So we know the cost function is 5X squared plus 244X plus 630, and we just want to divide that by the variable X, and that's going to give us our average cost function. So we can divide this. We will get, let's see. Okay, let me just write down the steps here. So it's like dividing each piece by X. So in order to avoid a mistake, you can take your numerator and split it up into terms and divide each term by the denominator, since the denominator is a monomial, since it's just X. It'd be different if the denominator was X plus 1 or something like that. But since it's just X, you can divide each term by that X. When you do that, the X's here will cancel and just leave one X on the top, so 5X. The X's cancel here and leave 244. And then there's nothing for the X on the denominator to cancel for the last fraction, so it's going to just be 630 over X. So that is what you're looking for here, the average cost function. So then part B, what is the average cost for producing 70 items? So we're going to use our formula that we just found in part A. X stands for the number of items. So if it's telling us 70 items, they're giving us the X value. So we're simply going to plug that in for X in the formula we just found. So this will be 5 times 70 plus 244 plus 630 divided by 70. So 5 times 70 is 350 plus 244, and then 630 divided by 70 is 9, and then 9 plus 244 plus 350 is 603. So the average cost for producing 70 items would be $603.